And I hated coaches that have all of this power to just say, not you, you. And then there's been times who hasn't been on the team before where you're like, I think we kind of the same. If not, I'm better than him. And he gets the nod. Do you feel that? Did you ever have that kind of disdain, or is it just me? I
would say one of the reasons why I wanted to be a scout, because I remember in warm-up lines looking at all the scouts walking around the field with the notepads and stuff who were making decisions on whether I was going to be around or not. And I remember being like, what makes him qualified to tell me if I can play or not?
And half of them half of them didn't play for you.
Well, I mean, I feel like,
and I don't want to do that, but I'll be doing that.
Well, I feel like one of the things that always happens is the first thing you do when you go to a team is you look at the media guide and you try and figure out, where did the coach play? Mm-hmm. So if the coach played at a small little school and never went to the pros, sometimes you may have a problem with it. Whereas if someone was a former player, you'd be like, okay, I can give them a little more respect and credibility and those things. Yeah. Doesn't mean they're right. It's just how you think in your head. But it's a very difficult thing. But we got to evaluate the player on something. Like, it's a subjective thing. I've always felt like the top 10% of the league are the elites. The rest of the league, it just depends on where you fall in, and everything else plays, because the guy that's starting and the backup, it's not that big of a difference. Yeah. It literally is a matter of opportunity, fit and scheme, and then relationships.
Shit, sometimes it is.
There it is.
Sometimes it is. Shit, I ain't have a backup for a couple of years in Tampa. So they dressed two guards, a guard and center.
So no backup rotated.
If something ever had to happen, that guard was going to have to go over there and try.
Oh, yeah.
Because I ain't get hurt.
That's real.
I ain't get hurt.
Yeah, that's real.
It was times like that. And then, shit, it was times where they did have a backup and they knew he wasn't shit, because it was like, this motherfucker better not get hurt.
That's true. I've seen that, too.
I've seen that. To save a little free agent guy, they dress up. Why are you even dressing this dude? Like, for real? Like,
so you didn't have a universal distance, I should call it, like where you just kind of step back and looking at coach like, why are you making these moves? Why are you doing that? Even if it didn't affect you, like somebody has all that power and they're not the one in there really taking these hits and dealing with these bullets.
It happened my last year in Washington. I got to Washington. They had this guy second year, he's still my boy, but they had him playing. Like, you remember I told you that preseason game when I came in the fourth quarter that first preseason game? Yeah. I'm like, why is this dude? I'm in practice killing. I'm way better than him. Then, coach finally, Callahan finally set me down. He was like, hey, it's yours now. He said, I had to see what the kid had. I had to give the kid a chance. He said, I already know what you got. I've been watching you for 13 years. Yeah. It was my 14th year. He said, I already know what you got. He said, I'll try to see what this kid had to see if he got a future and what's going to go. But he said, I already knew you were starting. I'm like, I wish you would have told me that before I went in the fourth quarter of the first damn preseason game. Shit.
My grandma used to talk about that. See, your coach tried to play you because when they never flirt with you like that, like we could bench you or we want to see what he got. They don't do that until they like, somebody can come get you right now, right? My grandma used to say, don't let somebody rub your back and pet your head. She used to say, it didn't make much sense, but you get it. Like they trying to be nice up here and then back here, they're going to stab you in the back. Because that's what's going to happen. So if that kid would have showed up, you know what it was, right?
Yeah, I know. Exactly. They were hoping he probably did.
I hate when why don't they just, like, they come to you like, oh, dog, you just want to give some reps.
But that's why
you rather be straight up?
All the time? Every day?
But I thought when we walk into the league, we understand that it's a competitive environment. Yeah. And that they're always trying to replace you. My job on the other side is I'm trying to replace you. Yeah. Marcellus Wiley, you make a ton of money. I'm trying to find the next one so you know. So, like, the agenda isn't hidden.
So why your words hidden in the moment of action?
Why do I have to tell you? You know.
Because you shook, coach.
No.
You scared to look. You scared you what? You shook.
Why should I have to tell you every day, hey, I just drafted Donald to replace you. If you're the starter and if I draft somebody in the first round, you don't think he's meant to replace you?
Oh, so you want me to buy into something that you can't even articulate, but you just gonna do?
That shit happened to me too.
I had a first round of draft.
Cold Miller.
My job is to replace you. My job is to either replace you or to make you play better. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put someone right behind you to make you go.
But I was going anyway. That's why.
Were you?
Wow.
That might have been.
What are you doing, coach?
That might have been.
What is this?
Now that I rethink, because at first I was like a little pass over. Now I rethink, whoa. That may have been Bucky's first flag. Yeah. And he came with a vengeance, too.
He was going pretty hard in there. I thought this was PG, man.
I thought this was Penn State. Let me stop. Oh, that's too much. Hey, look, it's a joke. Sorry, it was a good one, too. All right, here we go.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy, Marcellus Wiley. You know at Project Transition, we're all about being greater than your greatest excuse and helping people take control of their lives to make real change. And that's why I'm beyond excited to introduce our new partnership with Monitor Debt Resolution. We've teamed up to bring you an incredible debt solutions program designed to help tackle consumer debt head on. If you're struggling with over $10,000 in credit card debt, I want you to find peace in a solution. Monitor Debt Resolution is that solution. This team does one thing and they do it well. They negotiate directly with your creditors to reduce what you owe, sometimes by thousands. Whether you're feeling overwhelmed by credit cards, medical bills, or loans, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Visit pt.monitordebt.com right now or call 866-204-0071. Let's explore this program to help you regain your peace of mind and get back on track. Together, we've got this. Let's transition your finances and your life for the better.
You seriously?
I know what you're doing, but you playing them games. I'm gonna play them games too.
Well, I will only say like.
But who gonna win in the long
No,
run?
no.
But you gonna know you've been
So
in
how
a
much
fight.
longer you gonna play? What, you gonna be over there pouting?
Nope. I'm gonna take my services elsewhere.
That
That ain't gonna work.
I think it comes in.
By
So
that
what was your
time,
experience
elsewhere,
like?
it
What was
might
your experience like coming in as the player coming in? What was it like?
Yeah, I mean, I knew what time it is. I'm coming in I'm trying to take somebody's job. Like, so I already know everybody else coming in. The NCAA full of a land crop of guys that's trying to take my job. If I don't realize that, that's on me. But two, I like honesty. Jack Del Rio, he was a straight, honest guy.
That's my dog.
Man, we were 3-13 down in Jacksonville. It was last game of the season. He came out in front of the whole entire team and said, "Hey, listen, my money guaranteed. Y'all need to figure out what y'all gonna do. Y'all put on the tape what y'all want them to see, because it don't look like we're gonna be here."
Dang.
Hey, that's honesty. That's the best thing you can ask from a coach. Tell me the truth. And even if you ain't telling the truth, my job is to decipher through what the truth is. So now I could just see through you. You one of them phony guys just talk. You a talker. You know you trying to replace me. You better? Oh, you gonna get fired.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to know the game before you get in the game. That's how I saw it.
I just like the transparency.
Did that to me. Oh my gosh, he was. I don't even want to get into it. Go ahead, never mind.
No. Like what did he do? He brought somebody in. Like what?
No, he
was
brought
like
somebody
writing
in. He
incomplete
brought somebody
papers?
in, but the thing that he did that really like rubbed me the wrong way was they drafted Cole Miller in the first round coming off my foot injury, which I understand. Okay, cool, boom. But he'll be in the meeting room talking about, man, I know how Donald's feeling. You know, I got this first rounder in, talking about how great I am, all this stuff. But in the back of my head, okay, you still got me going back at left tackle. He used to bring that up a couple times, the way I handled the situation. The way I'm coming in, still
He
handling.
liked it or he didn't like it?
No, he liked it.
Okay.
He would compliment me, and then when it come down to it, the day I get ready to get off of PUP, him and Groom tell me I'm moving to right tackle.
We're gonna just give the
could've
young
told
guys
me
some
I
reps.
could have been working on right tackle steps the whole off season.
Well, a lot of that.
You feel what I'm saying? I
But-
could have been, and ain't like Colton was doing good during training camp. He was getting fucking manhandled at left. I respect if the dude was like, okay, like I'm coming off 2 straight Pro Bowls, like give me a chance. It wasn't like he was. If he was out there doing a little something,
This
I
sounds
would have
bullshit.
been like,
Now I love you, but
What?
ain't no way you coming off 2 straight Pro Bowls and then somebody getting manhandled in camp and then they making you got to move. That
Yeah,
means
I-
you weren't doing
I-
exactly what you said.
I
That
was
means
coming
he
up
was
my
better
foot-
than you were advertising. That
I
means
just
you,
came
your Pro
off my.
Bowls were just mail-ins.
I just came off my foot injury, bro. I'm rehabbing. Huh?
How many years did you have left on your deal?
I just
real-
signed
getting
another
real
deal. I
serious
just
in
re-signed a
here.
deal the year before that.
You ain't gotta lie, DP.
So what am I lying about, bro?
Well, they didn't
I'm
cut-
coming off
they
my
didn't-
foot injury, so I was on PUP. I ain't
They
start practicing.
They
the
telling
third
Eric
week.
Williams and
I
Larry
ain't
Allen,
start
hey, you know
practicing
what?
to the third week
Why
of
don't you
training
get a
camp.
young guy some
I ain't
reps?
start practicing the third preseason week.
So it's,
Cause I was hurt.
they didn't cut you though.
No, they didn't. I
They
played
just
right
had you
tackle.
move.
Huh?
They just had you move to
Man,
a
I played
different
left
side.
tackle. I played
He's
left
like,
tackle
but
for
that's
13
his
years
spot.
in a row.
That's his spot.
They didn't
Oh
cut
boy,
you, though.
played right tackle in the damn college. They should have moved his ass to right tackle.
See?
Who
They making my hurt foot my plant foot now at right tackle instead of it being my.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
Now
hurt.
you need a
can't
pacifier.
Yeah, I can't give you the little violin on that. Like they just moved you from one side to the other. They didn't send you home. I thought you were gonna tell me, hey man, I was just about to
Hey,
come off
Bucky.
PUP and they came
Hey,
and
Bucky.
said, hey bro, we'll see you. They
Bucky.
just said you moved to the other side.
Bucky.
Shut your
Bucky.
punk ass.
Right. I'm glad he said that. No one chooses football. Football chooses you.
it's so crazy people still stuck in Patrick Mahomes in the offense. I'm like, do you see these numbers?
This is Marcellus Wiley on the rocks.